YTE stands for Yes, Broadcast back in again video, and today I'll be showing you how you can modify your 11/12 Doctor sonic screwdriver. This is one of the ones where, well, from where I bought it from, the packet states as a 12th Doctor screwdriver. I bought two of these, and the other one's at the side, because the one at the side of me is modified. That one isn't at the front of you, but I want to show you like how you can modify it. I'm not going to literally do it to this one, because this one's like sort of new. So yeah, so what you want to do is you want to grab your screwdriver. It's got to be one that doesn't have the single button version and the touch control. If you do get touch control, it does not last for at least a week, so you've got to be careful. But anyways, as you notice, as you extend the screwdriver, you cannot use any other buttons. Well, when extended, you cannot use the same button as you do there. So you always have to go down here and press the red button. So, first things first, you want to separate your screwdriver, just like so. Putting this half to one side. And what you want to do is you want to put some tape. Well, you want a strip of metal, and it's got to be flexible metal, and you can cut it down to size because it's not that strong. And you get some, preferably this type of tape. Sellotape does not work because it will rip easy. So I'd recommend using this type of brown tape, which is you can use for packing up and stuff like that. And what you want to do is you want to go to the bottom button here, and you want to apply the tape and the metal at the same time, but you want to put it on so it's on tight, but not too tight where it's constantly on all the time. It wants to be tight, so as soon as you press it, it will activate, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so I'm going to show you with this one. So there's the modified one. Okay, now after that, you cannot put this straight back into the bottom handle section, because the springs, the red button assembly is in the way of this button and will cause it to strip off again. So what you do is you get something flat and easy to break the seam off this and this. You want to focus on the two end points, as they are basically what's holding this together. So you want to get something sharp, but if you're going to use a knife, please be careful, or at least get your adults to do it, your parents, whoever you live with, to do it for you, unless you are trained to do it. So you want to pry this thing off, and if you hear cracking, it will be the glue, but make sure you are doing it in the right spot, because otherwise you will crack the ring and break it. So you're going to put the top ring to a side, and then we've got the bottom to do, and basically you can do the same to this one, just like so. Then what you want to do is you want to super glue that shut so you can't open it. As you can see, it's got some glue residue in there. Oh dear me, I've lost it. There we go. There we go. And set that to a side. Then you'll notice the red button, but obviously mine's already gone because it's right here. So then you want to open up your base. Now this one, again, like I said, being modified. You want to take out the spring assembly, the peg, unless you want to keep the peg for to make sure the bottom stays on as well. Take this out. The reason why it's got blue tack on, because I didn't do this modification until a couple of weeks ago, and I've took this out. So now if you want to access the red button, you can cut this down, super glue it to the end if you wanted to, but for me, I've just left it off completely, because you know, you might have other things to do with it. Then you can save the spring for whatever else project you want to do, and the pillar as well and stuff. Then what you want to find is something to weight down the bottom, because otherwise it's going to be very, very unweighted on the top, and it's going to be top heavy. So what you need is you're going to need a magnetic ball, or something a bit heavier, or a marble. Okay, cover that in tape so it doesn't rattle around like that one, and again glue it to a side so it's not going to be, make sure it's definitely not going to be rattled around. And as for the top button, you're going to need that because it clips in your screwdriver. Now what you want to do is you want to take that out and you want to rotate it so it doesn't go in as properly, because then that way it'll be pressure fitted. But if you pressure fitted you're going to end up taking the top half off like every single time you used it, to just push that back. So again, use super glue. So basically put dabs of super glue in, then you put this thing on the wrong way, add full pressure to it to make sure you've got the tight adjustment to it, and you can even take the spring off that one. And if you want easier button press, I would say take the spring off that button as well, because it doesn't really matter because it still works either way. And then if you want to make sure it stays on for when you're putting it in, put blue tack where the buttons usually go. Then you're going to shut this up. You've got to line it up. There we go. You can glue it back together if you want, unless you want to keep it accessible for future stuff. I just missed out a step. Now, obviously to keep it padded on the inside, you know, for the screwdriver to keep the claws closed, you want to add something inside, like some tape, and say you want a piece of paper. Well, I would use card because it's a bit more thicker than paper. Put tape in it or glue it in. I've just had to use brown tape at the minute, and again I've done it there as well, so it will keep the claws closed. And then again you just close that up like so. Then you can add these on. You can again glue them into place or leave them undone so you can easily access them. Me, I've left them accessible so I can do any future stuff if I wanted to. And then as for these, you just slap that on there, close it up, and as you notice from the normal screwdriver that you buy, that the claws are a lot open on this one compared to this one. It's a lot more closed in, and also you can flick it without having to press that button. Just to show you, not pressing any random buttons. So, and again, and you can use an extending mode. So that's the modification to that screwdriver compared to this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little modification, and if you want, now disclaimer, if you are going to try this, I am not responsible for anything that you have done, as it is your screwdriver. If it's battered and you need a new one, or you've got two or one of them's broken, then you can use one to experiment on. And if you're very comfortable of doing it, you can do the same to the other one, and then you'll be like the 11th Doctor with the two screwdrivers. But anyways, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're brand new, and also comment down below, subscribe and like, and also go to my second channel called Drew Spicer Reacts, where I do a lot of reaction videos there, and I want to build these subscribers up on that one. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.